There are some moments in parenting that are just universally terrifying and maybe a little hilarious. Handing over the car keys for the first time, that's definitely one of them. So today, let's get into that journey. It's a real wild ride, full of anxiety, laughs, and, believe it or not, some pretty deep lessons for everyone.
Yeah, this line just hits it perfectly, doesn't it? It's the whole emotional core of the thing. You have this sudden, whiplash-inducing moment where you realize, wait a minute, the little kid you taught to tie their shoes is now about to get behind the wheel of a 2-ton metal box on the actual road. It's a lot.
All right, so let's jump right in. This whole adventure kicks off where so many of these stories do. At the one place that's a perfect storm of hope and absolute dread. Yep, the DMV.
You know the drill, right? It's the DMV gauntlet. You're buried under a mountain of paperwork, birth certificates, school records, probably your firstborn's baby teeth, just to prove this person is in fact your kid. Then they vanish behind some mysterious door for the written test. It feels like forever, and then they walk out beaming. They passed. And you feel this huge wave of pride and relief, which lasts for, about 5 seconds.
Because that's when you hear the 4 words that send an ice-cold shiver down your spine. All of a sudden, that piece of paper isn't just a test score. Oh no, it's a very real, very terrifying permission slip for what's about to happen.
And just like that, you've got 2 completely different realities happening in the same car. You've got the teenager who's been training for this his whole life with Mario Kart and probably thinks he's ready for Monaco. And then you have the parent who was just mentally speed reading a 1,000-page list of all the ways this could go horribly, horribly wrong.
Okay, so this brings us to the main event, the first actual driving lesson. The plan is simple, right? Find a big empty field. Totally safe, nothing can go wrong. Well, you learn pretty quickly that the word safe gets a whole new meaning when there's a brand new driver at the controls.
Because on day 1, it becomes painfully obvious that the gas and brake pedals are basically identical twins in the brain of a new driver. It's like a 50-50 shot which one they'll hit. The result? The car just lurches forward, then slams to a stop, then lurches again. It's some serious whiplash territory.
And hey, this isn't just some vague feeling of terror. This is science. The dad's smartwatch actually backed it all up. His heart rate? Sky high. Stress levels? Off the charts. It's like having a little device on your wrist that just screams, panic now.
And that's where this line really nails it. This isn't just going for a drive. It's controlled anxiety with a curriculum. It's this super intense educational program where you, the parent, are suddenly the driving instructor, the emotional support animal, and the crash test dummy all rolled into one.
Of course, every good curriculum needs the right supplies, and this led to a surprisingly epic quest to find the perfect student-driver magnets. I mean, the father was out there, in the aisles, comparing magnet strength, debating font clarity like he was designing a NASA rover. It was a mission, a mission to broadcast one simple message to every other car on the road. Please, for the love of all that is holy, give us a wide berth.
But you can't stay in the empty field forever. Eventually, it's time to graduate to the real world, to the chaos of actual roads and actual traffic. And this is where the real lessons start, for both of them.
And the first big lesson is actually a really nice one. People are surprisingly patient. It's like those little student driver signs are a magic charm. Other drivers see it and you can almost feel them thinking, yeah, I remember that. And they actually back off and give you some room. It kind of restores your faith in humanity a little bit.
The next thing you notice is, wow, teenagers learn fast. They really do. The problem is their confidence often grows even faster than their actual skill, and that can be a really dangerous mix. So the parent's job suddenly changes from don't hit that to a constant gentle stream of, okay, ease up on the gas, brake a little earlier, just slow it down.
And then there's this huge shift that happens. The kid realizes that being a driver is nothing like being a passenger. All of a sudden, roads aren't just scenery. They have names. Traffic isn't just there. It has a pattern. You start thinking about things like, is that tire low? Responsibility stops being some abstract concept and becomes this very real, tangible thing.
Meanwhile, from the passenger seat, the father has turned into a full-time coach. The conversation is just this constant, rapid-fire quiz. What's that sign mean? When are you going to brake? Who's got the right of way here? What are you looking for up ahead? It's all about building that awareness, forcing them to see the road not just as what's in front of them, but what's about to be in front of them.
And this isn't just theory, right? This is live action learning. A school bus pulls over. Okay, what do?
We check for the flashing lights. A police car goes by. Deep breath, don't panic, just maintain your speed and drive correctly. Literally every single second on the road becomes a new pop quiz.
So let's talk about the two completely different universes that exist inside that one car. Because what the son is feeling and what the father is feeling, well, they couldn't be further apart.
And you see this perfectly at the end of a drive. You ask the son, so, how'd that go? And he's just buzzing, you know? That was amazing. He's feeling the freedom, the power. Then you look at the dad. He's just quietly processing every single close call, every time his heart jumped into his throat, and just feeling pure, unadulterated relief that they survived. And that's the thing, isn't it? When you boil it all down, teaching your kid to drive isn't really about the gas pedal or parallel parking. It's a really intense crash course in trust. It's about a parent having to learn, slowly and painfully, how to give up control, how to let their kid take the wheel, literally and figuratively.
And let me tell you, even when the kid starts getting pretty good, that parental instinct, it does not quit. The dad is still over there in the passenger seat, absolutely wearing out the carpet, stomping on an imaginary brake pedal. It's like this phantom limb of pure anxiety that's probably never going away.
So, in the end, you realize it's a two-way street. The son, yeah, he's learning how to navigate the road, but the father is relearning how to navigate something even trickier, letting his kid grow up. And it's just this powerful reminder, you know, that sometimes the biggest lessons in parenting come when we're finally forced to take our own hands off the wheel.